All of the protesters who were arrested in South Dakota Friday have been released, except for Nick Tilsen, who we interviewed Friday. Do you have the latest news on Nick Tilsen and why he alone is continuing to be held, Nick Estes?
Yeah, so first of all, the arrest that happened of those 15 people at the blockade, they were treaty defenders, right? And so when Trump is talking about erasing history, he's actually, he's actually suppressing history. The people who were arrested at this particular blockade were arrested because they were representing the true histories, right? And so Nick Tilsen was charged with several things. One of them is a serious charge. It's a second-degree robbery charge, which in the state of South Dakota is a Class 4 felony, which is punishable up to 10 years in prison. He appears this morning in several hours at about 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time before a judge. And has yet to be seen whether or not Tilsen himself will be charged with the new riot-boosting laws that Kristi Noem signed into law earlier this year, something that Nick himself has successfully sued the state of South Dakota over in the past. And the courts have sided with him, saying that it is a violation of First Amendment rights. The state went back and rewrote the laws, but now it's a question about whether or not he's going to be charged with these new riot-boosting laws that were created and drafted, in preparation for the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline, something that NDN Collective and Nick himself has been adamantly opposed to because it violates, again, the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty because it trespasses through the heart of our treaty lands and skirts around two major reservations, the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, as well as the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. So it's important to remember that already the state of South Dakota, it has one of the highest rates of incarceration of Native people. They're about 10%. We're about 10% of the state's population, but we make up about 30% of the jail population. And in a place like Pennington County, where Nick's being held right now, I think it's around 50 to 75% jail population are Native right now. So this is more than just about his arrest at Mount Rushmore. It's about a long-standing treaty claim, and I think Nick would agree with me on this, that this is about treaty rights, right? He's a treaty defender, and it's unclear why all 15 other protesters were released, but not Nick himself.